Hello everyone, I hope you are doing very good. Today we're having our video conference of week 4. So I'm going to share with you a brief presentation. Perfect. Okay, so this is week 4. I want you to remember my name. My name is Adriana Medina Ojeda. I'm licenciada en enseñanza del idioma inglés y asesora del bachillerato en línea en el área de lenguas. In other words, I'm your English teacher and some of you were with me in previous courses, but this time we are working on elementary 3. Okay, so this thing is very important. It's very important to know the weeks that we are having in this intensive course, and the most important thing, what happened in the week number 6. Okay, so we're doing different activities from week 1 to week 5. Okay, we're going to have until July the 4th for giving all the or sending all the activities that you have during these weeks. But on week 6, we have to do our final project and to take our final exam. Okay, so please check your activities, check dates, and do everything on time, please. Okay. So now I want to check what's happening on elementary 2. The first thing that we practiced was used to. You did a great activity about the things that we were used to do in the past and the things that we're doing right now in the present. Okay. The structure of this form is in affirmative, negative, and question is in past simple. Okay, so we're using the same structure as we use in past simple because it's something that we did before. Okay, the most important characteristic for this is that used to is something that we did in the past, but we're not doing in the present. Okay, it's for repeated actions in the past, like a routine in the past. Okay, but these things are finished. For example, I used to play with dolls when I was a kid. Okay, right now I don't play with dolls anymore. Okay, or in the past I used to dance Macarena, for example. Okay, but right now the people dance reggaeton or something like that. Okay, so that's the use of used to. Then we also practice could for talking about past abilities. Okay, and here it says I knew how to do it in the past, or I was able to do it in the past. Okay, it's an ability that we had in the past. Okay, for example, when I was a child I could skate, but right now it's really difficult for me. I haven't practiced for a long time, okay? And here it says, I could ride a bicycle when I was 5 years old. It's a positive activity or affirmative activity. Then we have, I couldn't drive a car at age of 7. Of course, nobody could that do, okay? I couldn't drive a car when I 7. Could you imagine? Okay. And questions. Could you skate when you were young? Yes, I could. Okay. These are the things that we're doing in the past, abilities in the past. In other words, this is the past of the modal verb can. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Okay, we also talk about predictions. Okay, we have here the positive, affirmative, negative, and questions. Okay, we're using the future will to talk about predictions. Okay, in the future will is called a simple future in some cases because it's the easiest one. Okay, and we're not sure if these predictions are going to happen in the future, but are the things that we think may happen in the future. Okay. The structure is the subject plus will plus the verb in the base form and then the complement. For negative sentences, we're going to use the subject. We're going to use will not, but we can also say won't, that is the same, the verb in the base form and complement. For questions, we're going to do what we do always in questions. We're going to change the subject with the auxiliary. And here I have will, then we have the subject, the verb in the base form, and the complement. Okay, here we have some examples. You will win the exam. I will see you later. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'll see you later. She will help him tomorrow. He will be there soon. He will or won't call us. I will or won't stay this hotel. Okay, so these are predictions. We're not sure that these things are going to happen in the future. Okay, and here we have all the modal verbs. I using this because during this course we're practicing different modal verbs, and the important thing here is that all of them use the same structure. Okay, for all of them we're using the person first. Okay, I'm going to put it here, the subject. Then we have the modal verb, could be affirmative or it could be negative. And then we're going to use the verb, but this verb have to be in the base form. Okay, never in past, never with ing, never in past participle, always in the base form, the first form of the verbs, or in present if you want to say that. Okay, so here we have can and can't, could and couldn't, must, mustn't, have to, don't have to, should, shouldn't, would, wouldn't, will, won't, or shall, short. Okay, so all these modal verbs have different uses like abilities or possibilities. Also, this could be a possibility. Must is a rule or instruction. Have to is something that is mandatory. Should is for an advice. Would is something that we will do in the future or something that we like to do in the future in the present, but right now we're not doing it. Will and shall, will more for predictions, and also shall, but it's less using like than will. Okay, so these are all the modal verbs that we can use. Okay, we have it in affirmative or negative, and we have that the structure is always the same. First the subject, then the modal verbs in present, sorry, affirmative or in negative, and then the base form and complement. Okay, so these are all the things that we're having for this course. Okay, if you have questions, remember that you always can be in touch with me. You can send me a text for in platform. Okay, also you can write an email, or if you want some help, it's not going to be face to face because of the pandemic, but could be in a team session or something like that, or Zoom or something that could work. Remember that the plagio is a copyright, is not allowed, so be very careful with this. Don't copy paste, don't translate all your documents, so please be careful with this. Another thing that I want to add to this is that it's very important that you start checking all your grades. Okay, all your activities are already graded, are in the platform, so please check them and be sure that everything is okay. And if you have any question or doubt, you can text me and I'm going to be very happy to help you. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you have a great weekend, a great week, a great weekend, and see you soon. Goodbye, guys.